This is an awakening alert. For those vibrating in a high frequency of awareness, stay alert. And for those stuck in the zombie state of mind, pay attention. These are things that's happening around the world and nobody's talking about it. But I think that everyone should be very aware. Let's get to it. This is what happened in Virgin. Heavy rains have been falling in this area, and it have flooded everything, taking everything and destroying everything in its path, from buildings to houses to roads. Everything have been damaged. Hundreds of people have lost their life and thousands of people are injured, and nobody's talking about this. They are crediting this to the climate changing, but we know that the government have weather manipulation tactics and they're being experimenting on their own people, but nobody's talking about it. Please stay alert and aware. This is not a joke. Now, we know that those on power, those that run and control and rule the whole world, have always kept us in the dark. They have always kept secret technology that we have no idea that they possess. And right now, they are experimenting how to manipulate frequency sound waves to target living things. And they've been experimenting on animals. So what you think is going to happen next? If you don't believe me, check out what happened to these birds in Australia. Oh, you are listening to what is going on. But this is what happened in Australia. One day in that suburb, thousands and thousands of white cockatiel birds was flying crazy, destroying everything in their path. Some people reported that most of these birds was flying at full speed into the walls and into the windows, to the point that they thought they would never go, but just like they came, they left. And that's what happened. If this doesn't sound like secret tactics with frequency sound, now everything went back to normal in Australia, as you can tell by the people walking around at the end of that clip. But that should let you stay alert, because it makes you wonder, how are they manipulating frequency sound waves to target living things? Because that's what it looked like to me. I don't know about you. You should do your research. And other things, stay alert. Moving on. Now, let's go to Mexico. And you already know that in some regions of Mexico, it could get really cold. But it doesn't snow in Mexico. That alone a blizzard. But guess what happened in Mexico not too long ago? Check this out. Well, this is your regular Mexico. Beautiful beaches, the girls is pretty. People, what would it be? Full of snow. And I don't mean a little bit of snow. I mean a lot of snow. Well, that's what happened to the land of tortillas. One day, they were just minding their own business until they woke up to something like this. It was snow everywhere, a storm of snow they have never seen before. Everywhere was full of snow, like people was just very surprised to see these things. Of course, it was no injuries. People was just surprised because they have never seen this before. But this is what happened in Mexico not too long ago. A lot of people credit this thing to climate changes. Really? I don't think so. That look more like weather manipulation tactics. What do you think? Do your research, but stay alert. Now let's flip it a little bit and go to another part of the world, Siberia, where it's very well known for the snowy forest, the snowy mountains, and it always cold over there because it snow a lot. Beautiful they have forest. Never had a forest wildfire until not too long ago. Check this out. Listen and pay attention to this.
In August 2021, big fires broke out in several forests of Siberia. Fires of such magnitude that the smoke even reached the North Pole, a first in history. One of the most affected regions of the country is Yakutia, a huge territory, fortunately not very inhabited, where the situation is worsening day by day and where the fire ravages and eats away at the forest at a great speed. Today the situation is alarming. More than 3.4 million hectares of forest in Siberia are on fire, generating thick smoke that spreads over vast areas affecting much of Russia. Scientists point the finger once again at climate change that only aggravates the situation and promote the development of fires. According to them, the latter makes the disasters more intense and more virulent.
I don't buy it, because it looked more like manipulation tactics with the weather, don't it? Right. If you're not convinced yet, well, do your own research and check out what happened in Canada.
You are used to hearing about catastrophic events in Canada, snowstorms, earthquakes, hurricanes, etc. But did you know that recently, British Columbia experienced a major natural disaster of a completely different kind? We take you to what happened. In June 2021, a huge forest fire broke out near Lake McKinley in British Columbia, Canada. The cause? An extreme heat wave that hit the area. The fire not only caused significant damage, but also created fire-spitting clouds, commonly referred to as pyrocumulonimbus. These are created by smoke rising into the sky and interacting with the moisture in the air.
Do you hear that? They say the mainstream scientists say the heat waves started all, but local reports said that they saw a cloud that was shooting down lightnings, something like this one. Hey, what you think?
And that was just an awakening alert. It's your boy Oski, spreading nothing but truth, peace, and love that equals unity. And as always, stay humble.